Hello and welcome to Aussie Frugal family. My name is Rachel and I'm a Doomsday Prepper. Okay, I'm not actually a Doomsday Prepper. I do think Doomsday Preppers are super cool though. Like, no hate to them. I think they're awesome. But I do want to start making a little stockpile just in case of societal breakdown. No, I'm just kidding. Just in case of mostly extreme weather events, because we get a lot of those where I live. So for those who don't know, I live on a mountain in southeast Queensland and we are prone to some pretty severe weather. I have lived here since 2019 and so far we've had bushfires, COVID, which isn't weather, but still a big event in the world, landslide, floods, tornado, and a cyclone. Also, because of where we live, we lose power a lot. We don't have underground power, so as soon as there's a small breath of wind, a power line comes down or a tree comes down on the power lines, and yeah, we lose power a lot. The last time we lost power was Cyclone Alfred, and I think it ended up being like a week or something. I don't even remember. We've lost power that many times. And we did end up buying a generator, but I do want to be prepared for if we can't use the generator for whatever reason. I would like, to start thinking about how we can keep ourselves alive and happy and fed. We also rely on power for our water. So we have a water tank. We harvest water from our roof when it rains, and then it's pumped up to the house. Obviously the pump runs on electricity. So if we don't have power, we don't have water. We do have a really small dribbly tap that will work downstairs by gravity, which is good. We're never gonna like dehydrate to death, but it's still something to think about. Another thing that often happens here is road closures. So there is only one road that goes up and down our mountain. It's not just like a dead end road though. So it goes up one way and down the other way of the mountain. The road does close pretty often, but usually one way will be open. The other way just takes a lot longer, but both do close sometimes. So that is something to factor in. And yeah, all of these reasons are just reasons why I think it would be a really smart idea for us to have some sort of stockpile of food and emergency supplies for when the whatever hits the fan. So I am very new to this. I've never done this before. I've always been a very like use it up person. So I think it'll be really important for me to keep this absolutely separate to our regular pantry staples and things that we eat on a regular basis, because otherwise I will just end up eating them all. So I want to keep this in a totally different place. And yeah, like I said, I'm very new to it, so I'm very open to ideas. I love watching other people do this. So yeah, let's start our journey. One of the reasons I'm doing this is I have just been involved in some market research that has given me some Woolies gift cards. So I have, I think, $280 at the moment in Woolies gift cards, and I plan on using those to stock up on emergency supplies. Now, the first thing I want to do is stock up on some canned meals, not like ingredients, canned meals. And I understand some people might be like, well, can your own food. I got a baby and a toddler. I'm not doing that right now. I'd love to get into it eventually, but not right now. Other people might say buy canned ingredients and make food from that. And yes, that would end up cheaper and I would get more for my money. But in an emergency situation, I feel like I may not necessarily want to put together meals, especially ones that taste good. I just don't have the confidence to be able to do that. So I think ready meals is sort of the way to go for us right now. So if something happens tomorrow, we will have food that we can just eat. So this week I'm going to spend $100 just stocking up on canned meals ready to go. And let me know what you think I should do next as well. Maybe like dry goods or, I don't know, medical supplies. I don't know. I need help with this. I don't know what I'm doing. My baby has so much to say about this. He has a lot of really good ideas. But yeah, what I've done is I've gone onto the Woolies website. Oh, how long does canned tuna last? Anyway, I've gone onto the Woolies website just because that's where I have the vouchers to. And I've gone down to Where am I? Gone down to pantry. And then canned food and instant meals. And I've just had a little browse on here. Oh my god, this is chaos. I've just had a little browse on here on like the baked beans, the canned soup, the canned meals, and I've added $100 worth of stuff to a Woolies order. Okay. I ended up spending $100.30. And I've got that booked for a click and collect tomorrow. So the next footage you're gonna see is all of the food I decided to buy for our stockpile for doomsday. No, for whatever, severe weather or societal collapse, I don't know. Okay, so for $100, I ended up with 2 big bags of mostly like meals that are ready and soup. And I also got 1 can of peaches, and I think there's a little can of chicken in there too, just to make it up to the $100 because the voucher I had was $100. So I didn't want to spend like $99 and then have a really random amount left over. Okay, so I've just taken everything out of the bags just to check over it all. And I haven't checked that like this is what I ordered. I just assumed it is, but I just wanted to see if any of the cans are dinted, and this one is. I usually would not care, and I'm usually not the sort of person who will like go on the app and be like, give me a new one. But because I do plan on storing these long term, I don't want any dinted cans. So yeah, I will be putting this in the app, just saying like, oh, like refund or yeah, get a new one or whatever. I'll see what they say. But everything else looks good, I think. So that's good. Okay, so this is everything I got. And again, I went for variety because if we're stuck without power or stuck on the mountain or whatever, we don't want to be eating the same thing over and over again. So yeah, I wanted different things. I did buy 3 of the 3 packs of baked beans and 3 of the 3 packs of spaghetti. I feel like these are just really good for children, especially because I'm not sure that they would be eating some of this. So yeah, that would be good for them and probably the husband. These were on sale as well, on special. So I got 3 of the slow cooked beef, 3 of the, that's also slow cooked beef. What's that? Okay, with green peas and potatoes and with mushrooms and potatoes. Again, this one is dinted, so I'll be asking for a refund on that. Although it's only like $1. I don't know. Do you guys do refunds and stuff like that when they give you dinted things? Again, I usually wouldn't care, but it's going into storage, so like I'm not going to be storing it with a dint in it because that can compromise the safety of the food inside. But yeah, is it worth the hassle of getting a refund and stuff? I feel a bit petty. Anyway, so then I also pretty much just got 1 of everything of the Campbell's soup ranges. So these are all the chunky soups back here. And then these are the country ladles as well. We do love a soup, and a lot of them are more like stews rather than soups anyway. So yeah, I don't think we would like get sick of the soup or whatever because yeah, a bunch of it's really chunky. And then yeah, the condensed soup as well I got, which is a bit more like, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit less chunky. Like I said, I had a few dollars left over after I got 1 of everything. So I got some peach slices in syrup just for some like fruit to put in there as well. And I also got a little tin of chicken that we can just chuck into one of the soups if we need to as well. So yes, pretty soup heavy, I feel like, but like what else do you buy in cans? This is sort of all I feel like I can get in terms of ready-made meals. It looks like so much when I put it out on the table, but in reality, I feel like, I don't know, a family of 4, well, a family of 3, because 1 is a baby and doesn't eat, it's not really that much. Like, so during the Christmas tornado, we lost power for like, I think it was 10 days. There have been times when we've lost power for 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't think this is overkill at all, to be honest. One thing I would like to have more of is protein options. So I'm thinking about buying some like Spam or canned beef or something like that, just to have that there as well, because that's a lot more filling. Soup, like, yes, it's good, it's vegetables, it's nutrient rich, but it doesn't have the protein content that's going to keep us fuller for longer. So we may end up eating more of it to try to satisfy ourselves. So yes, let me know what you think about like canned meats and things like that I could buy. They seemed really expensive. So I was like, oh, I won't buy any, but I think I will. I think I will buy some. The chicken was like $1 something for this tiny little can. But yeah, maybe I'll buy some like Spam and stuff. If you've tried like the Woolies home brands of that sort of stuff, let me know as well, because they are a lot cheaper. So one problem that we have in our house is not a lot of storage. So this is our only pantry. Up there is all like medicines and stuff that needs to be out of reach from children. And then like these sort of 4 shelves are our pantries, our pantry. And then down here we have, how many? 4 jugs of water. Because like I said, sometimes if the power goes out, we need access to fresh drinking water. And also if our water tank runs out, we have water as well. So yeah, I don't know, I might put some stuff down there. I don't really know where else to put it. Also, if I put it down there, the toddler will get to it. She has free reign of the cupboard. This is usually her snack shelf that she can get to. So yeah, she like plays with the onions and stuff. So if it's down there, she probably will play with it, which I don't really want her to. This little cupboard thing is a bit harder for her to open. So maybe I will put stuff in here actually. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Okay, there we go. That fits in there nicely and there's still quite a bit of space. That's another good thing about the canned stuff. It doesn't take up too much space. I probably could clear out this whole cupboard and turn it into our emergency stash. Because at the moment there's just like GoPro gear and like some dried lavender that I grew and just like some other random herby things. So yeah, that was my first little emergency stash doomsday prep that I've done. Let me know what you think and let me know what else should be in there. We do have a couple of first aid kits and things like that I will probably throw in there. But yeah, let me know what we need when things hit the fan. I actually already feel better. I'm glad I'm doing this in winter because that's sort of our chill season. Everything kicks off in summer. So we will be prepared. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Goodbye.